What is up guys, this is T2 back with another video, and you can already notice the K20 Pro in my hand, and that's because today in this video for the first time I'm gonna be trying to flash the HyperOS on the Redmi K20 Pro. So if you don't know how to flash the HyperOS on your Redmi K20 Pro, hop into this journey. So let's head back to the PC. So first things first, on the Redmi K20 Pro group or the updates channel, I found this Xiaomi.eu HyperOS, and the update build date here is of 21st January 2024, you can see, and this particular version shows as Xiaomi.eu, and this actually named as HyperOS 1.0 version 24.1.2 beta version 2. Of course, I couldn't find any kind of support group for this, but there are some changelogs that shows that we have always on display fixed and auto brightness fixed and stuff like that. Then if you just scroll down a little bit more, we have the flashing guide right here. I'll be trying to flash it. I don't know what this flash root after first boot to avoid boot loops means. I cannot find any root kind of zip over here. Not really sure what they are talking about. Thanks to the developer, I guess, and it is by Felsmod. So thanks to the dev for actually giving us the Xiaomi.eu HyperOS. I hope this doesn't break my device, but yeah, let's start. So the first file that we have to download is this Orange Fox A14. Here it shows, and you just click on download, and then you have the ROM file, that is the HyperOS ROM file. I have downloaded both over here. This is a OTG drive that I'm gonna use. So if you're flashing this particular ROM on your device, I would suggest to use a OTG drive, because on Android 14 decryption is not really supported yet for Redmi K20 Pro or devices like Redmi K20 Pro. So here we are back with the Redmi K20 Pro. Let me actually show you which ROM I'm using right now. I think you have already guessed it. This is the Evolution X latest build on the K20 Pro, and I have already uploaded the review of it. So you can watch that from the cards or the description. This also is based on Android 14. From this particular ROM, I'll be switching to HyperOS, and I have all the files of the HyperOS on this particular USB-C OTG. So for now, let's just head back to the recovery. So for that, I'll just hit the power button, and here I'm gonna click on advanced reboot and then the recovery, and then I'm gonna just plug in this USB OTG drive once it's rebooting to recovery. You can also do that before as well. Make sure you have backed up all the files from your device to a PC or somewhere else safe, so that you don't lose any data, because in this customer world, no one will guarantee your data. So first things first, let's just go into the USB OTG drive, and here I have these two files, the Xiaomi HyperOS and the Orange Fox recovery zip. And this is Android 14 supported Orange Fox recovery. So what I'm gonna do is, first let's just flash this Orange Fox recovery. I'm just gonna show you how can you actually do it from the beginning. So you just flash it normally and it will reboot to the recovery automatically. Just wait for the time being, and as you can see, it shows welcome to Orange Fox. That means it has successfully rebooted to the Orange Fox recovery. And you can also flash this particular recovery with your existing TWRP recovery as well. If you're using that or any other recovery that you're using, you can flash this particular recovery on top with it. So first things first, even in the SD card section, as you can see, it doesn't show any files except for this Fox folder. But here I'm gonna just format the data. So for that, I'm gonna head to the wipe section, and there I'm gonna click on format data and type yes, because I'm coming from a custom ROM. So now it seems like the format data is completed. So I'm gonna go home and just reboot the recovery. So we are back into the Orange Fox recovery home screen, and here I'm gonna select the OTG drive again, and I just went back to the folder wherever I had the HyperOS files, and right now I'm gonna select the HyperOS file and just swipe to install. I'm not selecting the reboot after installation yet. Now it's flashing the ROM, so we have to wait for the time being. Seems like the flashing is successful. So right now I'm gonna just reboot to system. Now you can just remove your USB OTG drive on the Redmi K20 Pro with powered by Xiaomi HyperOS. And we have the boot animation, which looks like this, has this 3 dots on the bottom. And seems like we are getting into the setup wizard, and this is how it looks like. It shows this arrow right here, and it shows Xiaomi HyperOS on top. So here it shows to unlock the device, because I have the Mi Unlock enabled. So I'm gonna just do that, connecting to Wi-Fi and stuff like that. So let's hit next, and here I have to select the language. So I'm gonna just do the normal setup. Right now I'm gonna just swipe up, and we have the My Device section, and in here it shows Xiaomi HyperOS, and it actually shows on the bottom that it is HyperOS by Xiaomi.eu, and here is the beta version, and the actual version code name is actually named right here. And the Android version, as you can see right now, we are getting HyperOS based on Android 14. So that's awesome. And I have to say, the fingerprint scanner here in this lock screen looks really nice. Let me show you. And the unlocking speed, it's pretty fast. let's go into the always on display and let's hit agree. So I just turned on always on display from right here, and the display time you can actually set it to always. Okay, so I have to tap the fingerprint scanner, and there we have the lock screen customization of HyperOS. And here I can just swipe down, and as you can see, these are the options in the classic mode. Then if you just swipe down a little bit more, you get the rhombus kind of effects of the lock screen clocks. These ones definitely look super dope. And we have the magazine ones. So yeah, pretty much whichever lock screen clock that you want to use, you can use them from right here. Maybe I'll go with this one, and I can also choose the filter effects right here, and we also have the matte effects and stuff. So I'm gonna go with this one, and the wallpaper also I can actually change, I guess. So I can go with this wallpaper maybe, and here I'll just apply. And right here we have this kind of looking lock screen, which looks super dope. And in the always on display, this is how it looks like. But yeah, the fingerprint scanner is working perfectly fine. Let me show you one more time. So here in the always on display, this is how it looks like, and we have the ring on the bottom sometimes. And if I tap the fingerprint scanner, it just unlocks. And the fingerprint scanner speed, I have to say it's really fast, no problems whatsoever. If I press the power button and go into the always on display and go into the lock screen, just notice the effects look super dope. So yeah, pretty much HyperOS looking like HyperOS on the Redmi K20 Pro finally. Alright, so we have the home screen settings right here, and in here we have the app drawer option. You can enable that, and right now I can just swipe up, I guess, to get the app drawer. Yes, that is actually working fine for now. And the camera, let's just see. So yes, the camera is working. It's asking for some permissions. Let's just click on download, and you are getting the latest Leica camera version 5 here, I would say. And in the video settings, let me actually go into it, and here if I select 4K, do we get 60 fps? Yes guys, we have 4K 60 fps in this HyperOS. That's just awesome. And the 0.66 or ultra wide angle lens is working fine. 1x and the normal 2x zooming option is also working fine. And we have the photo mode and the portrait mode. Now let's just switch to the front camera. Let's just take a quick portrait selfie. The output, I would say it's not that impressive, but yeah, it is fine that it's taking the pictures actually. And we have, let me show you the pro mode as well. And in the pro mode, yes, you can also shoot videos in the pro mode right here. And there is even more options like the 4K 60 fps and all. So yeah, pretty much you get the idea. We have the Leica camera version 5. The experience overall, it's really good. So the camera is actually working. We get the MIUI dialer, so that's awesome. Call recording and all, everything will be working fine here. No need to worry about it. And of course, Play Store is there. No worries about that. I'm already restoring my Google App Data backup from right here. And in the About section of the Play Store, it actually shows device is certified. So that's a great thing. So that is how you flash HyperOS on the Redmi K20 Pro. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. And I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye now.